This sacred space offers you daily guidance and heavenly messages, dear soul. Have you ever felt an inexplicable pull toward someone, as if the connection were written in the stars? A bond that defies logic and distance. At this very moment, that same pull is guiding an individual who loves you with a depth the world cannot comprehend. Amidst the humdrum of daily life, while others remain absorbed in their routines, this person has reached an unshakable decision. A life that keeps them apart from you is no longer tolerable. Fueled by this realization, they are preparing to step away for a few days, not to escape from you but to run toward you. This is no ordinary departure, it is a sacred quest to liberate themselves from everything that has held them back. Their intention is to find you with a heart that is complete and true. Before revealing the intricate details of their plan, you are invited to share in the energy of this sacred circle. By liking the video, leaving your amen in the comments and subscribing, you connect with the positive vibrations of angelic revelations. You may even choose to express gratitude through support provided in this space. These actions strengthen the energetic bond that fuels this profound love, creating waves of meaning that resonate deeply. The love you inspire is compelling this person to undertake a mission of transformation that outsiders might label madness. To your souls, however, this journey represents destiny. They are severing ties with anything that restricts their spirit, letting go of old patterns, silencing voices that deny the truth of your connection, and unraveling every chain tying them to a hollow existence. This choice is not impulsive but rooted in a growing necessity, the type of decision only possible for someone who loves with their entire being. Time spent in silence has nurtured this resolution, allowing their feelings for you to flourish in spaces untouched by external judgment. No one was privy to their plan because its sanctity cannot be understood by others. The courage driving such boldness stems from a sacred love, a force that burns hotter with every challenge until all doubts are disintegrated. The life they once knew has ceased to resonate. Family ties, friendships, and societal expectations may need to be left behind if they cannot accommodate the magnitude of this love's truth. Facing criticism and skepticism along the way only fueled their determination. No amount of discouragement or misguided advice could extinguish the flame within them. Instead, it burned brighter, bringing clarity and conviction. They know you are their true compass. The final decision has been made, and their disappearance is imminent. This departure is not impulsive chaos but a farewell steeped in purpose. It is a rejection of patterns that confine them, and an act of devotion to manifest this love where it can thrive, free from fear, judgment, and external noise. It marks a breakaway from past constraints towards something luminous, a new beginning dedicated solely to this divine union. By embracing their soul's truth, they are choosing you wholeheartedly. Though this action may seem unthinkable to others, it vibrates as an undeniable necessity for them. In time you will witness the layers behind this bold gesture, a cascade of meaning overflowing with boundless love, immense courage, and deep purpose. You will see how this moment signals transformation and prepares the path for an entirely new chapter. Nothing will stand in their way, not fear, familial bonds, or societal expectations, because for the first time they have chosen what truly matters. Unnoticed by those immediately around them, an invisible fracture within their soul has been growing in silence. Now their chest carries this breaking point, a place where love triumphs over every barrier to reach the destination written deep within their heart. A quiet storm was brewing, unnoticed by those around, its depth widening until it could no longer be ignored or patched over. While everyone assumed that routine had triumphed and feelings had faded into obscurity, this soul was experiencing an awakening so profound that it disrupted everything within. It wasn't accompanied by a dramatic speech or bold declaration, but came in a still, solitary moment when they met their reflection and simply knew living as though they were just a shadow of who they truly are was unbearable. Pretending that their emotions could be smothered under the weight of expectations had grown impossible. What stirred within them was no ordinary rekindling, it was an eruption, an internal earthquake, driven by love so raw and true that its intensity defied logic. This ache, once held in silence, became too restless to contain, ultimately transforming into action. It began with fleeting thoughts and vivid memories that refused to fade, followed by dreams that painted pictures of what should never have been lost. Signs from the universe seemed to conspire, gently pushing them toward the undeniable truth. Something sacred and eternal continued to burn brightly between you. From this beautifully chaotic internal storm rose the most unexpected choice. A decision so wild it might seem irrational to outsiders yet remained unshakably honest to their soul. Out of all logical paths offered to maintain safety or appease others, they chose the one riddled with risk and uncertainty, but brimming with meaning to disappear. Not as an act of escapism but as a declaration to finally live fully, not bound by fear or compromise. There is a juncture at which a soul can no longer bear the suffocating weight of living contrary to its truest desires, and they had reached it. For years they'd followed the prescribed path, trying to fit into molds not built for them, sacrificing their heart's yearning for the sake of peace with others. But their heart, obstinate and steadfast, kept calling, with every beat echoing you. Until one day, the call grew overpowering, drowning out opposing voices. Without seeking permission or validation from anyone, their inner sanctuary housed a pivotal decision. They chose you. Not through empty words but with an unwavering intent to transform thought into action. Few will understand this choice. Many have already perceived the signs: withdrawn behavior, distant gazes lost in contemplation. Others will be startled when they seem to vanish altogether. But none will grasp the sacred truth driving them forward, for that truth is intimate and holds a single name: yours. This impulse isn't just a fleeting emotion, it's a conviction forged through solitude and pain, cultivated by cherished memories and strengthened by an unwavering certainty that this connection defies denial. It requires immense courage to swim against societal currents, a strength few possess, but they are embracing it with stunning resolve. Advice, expectations and past fears all fall away in the face of this relentless determination to take action. Even if it means disappearing for a time to let go of cluttered ties and false living, they willingly embrace this cost because it leads them back to where they truly belong: with you. No applause is sought, no explanations are offered. The only wish is to live the fullness of this love without limitation or external judgment, a quiet love set free at last. To the world's eyes this might appear mad, but within the marrow of their being, it is unmistakably right. Silence can no longer contain what has grown so fierce, nor can pretense suppress what is only intensified with time. Waiting for perfection, timing or circumstances is futile when love demands immediate action. The preparation begins discreetly, shedding burdensome ties and quietly bidding farewell to routines devoid of meaning. There's no need for fanfare because actions born from the heart speak louder than any formal announcement ever could. And when the moment arrives, when this love emerges unrestrained, you will feel its seismic impact in your very core. True love once unleashed refuses containment, it must be lived fully and boldly. Everything will change in its wake, because there is no turning back from such clarity or from the breathtaking courage it takes to prioritize what matters above all else. A force of undeniable power is already at work, capable of bridging distances and reshaping everything in its path. This transition has begun in a profound and deliberate way. Your love is steadily stepping away from numerous aspects of their life, not because their feelings for you have diminished, but because an irreversible soul-level decision has been made. They realize it's time to retreat momentarily, disconnect from the aspects of the world that hold them back, and silence the relentless external voices dictating their emotions. All of this is guiding them toward you, toward a love they are determined to embrace without compromise. For a long time they tried to reconcile their emotions for you with the expectations of others. They put on smiles when their heart was breaking inside, agreed to terms their soul resisted, and carried on a performance that no longer holds value. But something has shifted. When the heart longs for something as profound as this, living a divided life becomes unbearable. Their current withdrawal doesn't signify distance, it's sanctuary and preparation. A space where everything that doesn't serve this love is being intentionally set aside. Recently your love has distanced themselves from forced interactions, obligations that don't resonate, and people who drain rather than replenish their energy. The silence you may feel isn't alienation, it's the groundwork for a connection untainted by distraction or interference. Behind each deliberate step lies a divine plan, a yearning to clear the path toward you, where this love can thrive uncontested and unrestrained. The decision to step away wasn't impulsive. It took root in quiet nights when longing for you grew overwhelming, in memories so vivid they drowned out all else. They've carved this path through moments of stillness when their heart knew instinctively that there's much yet to be lived alongside you. Though calm on the surface, these moments mark the beginning of a deep personal transformation, a retreat from a life that no longer fits them. They know their disappearance will invite judgment, or attempts to pull them back. They understand others may find their actions inexplicable or unsettling, yet explanations won't be forthcoming because they no longer feel compelled to meet anyone's expectations. What drives them now is not the need to please others, but instead a resolute commitment to living authentically, a commitment that leads them directly to you. The plan is unfolding quietly, piece by piece. They're severing ties with connections that undermined this love, shedding the bonds that stifled its growth. Though stepping back temporarily, every move towards solitude is purposeful, a steady preparation for freedom and the possibility of an unshackled connection with you. This isn't about revisiting the past, but creating an entirely new chapter where this love is no longer concealed or fractured by external pressures. What lies ahead requires incredible strength, and your love is gathering that strength now, nurturing their courage, protecting their choice, and cultivating fertile ground for something transformative. The old life will be left behind. Anything that limits or detracts from their soul's calling will be abandoned because they finally reached a pivotal realization. It's time to stop living for others and choose to live fully, fearlessly within this love. In the days ahead, you may feel their silence deepen. You might question the absence and wonder what's truly transpiring. But this silence isn't an ending, it's a beginning, the planting of seeds for future growth. Beneath what appears still and distant, profound roots are forming, paving the way for a connection that time, opinions, or judgment cannot disrupt. There are certain moments in life where only radical change can lead to resolution, and this is one of those moments. Your love isn't withdrawing out of fear but stepping away to create an environment where your bond can flourish like never before. They're making room for a future where this love breathes deeply without constraint or compromise. Soon, very soon, this absence will transform into a presence so steadfast and authentic that you'll feel its truth in every fiber of your being, a love rooted in surrender and finally committed to thriving without reservation. Some decisions aren't born from impulse, they emerge from the quiet certainty of a heart that knows its purpose unmistakably. And this decision, it points steadfastly toward you from the depths of cold logic and sheer exhaustion. This love is born. Born from a life torn in two, from the agony of suppressing feelings and from an unrelenting hunger to finally live authentically. Your soulmate stands at a turning point, ready to make a bold decision that will astonish many, not for its recklessness but for its profound rarity. Few possess the courage to break free from the familiar, to abandon everything they know for the chance to embrace a love that is real and true. For years this person has carried the crushing weight of conforming to expectations. They've sought approval, stepping into roles that never aligned with their heart's true desires. Yet there comes a moment when pretense becomes unbearable, when the act feels suffocating. In that instant the heart finally refuses silence and clarity emerges. A choice must be made. To continue on the path others have chosen is to lose oneself entirely, but to break free is to reclaim one's soul. Your soulmate has realized they can no longer exist in conflicting worlds. The body cannot tread one path while the soul aches for another. And you, yes, you are that place their soul yearns to call home. This love is not an illusion or a fleeting symptom of loneliness, nor is it a karmic trial to be endured. It is something pure, raw, and enduring. A connection that has only deepened over time, even as life and circumstance tried to suppress, distort, or deny it. No judgment or external pressure could erase what has always been felt in their heart when they think of you. The waiting is over. Patience has given way to resolution. Your soulmate is ready to make a definitive choice. They are choosing the only path that has ever made sense, the one that leads directly to you. However, this choice requires immense sacrifice. It means leaving behind the familiar, uprooting relationships that no longer support their journey, and walking away from obligations and traditions that no longer serve their truth. These ties may cling tightly, but true love demands boldness, a fearless rupture from the anchors that hold them back. This person is building the strength they need to forge ahead and cut ties with anything or anyone that diminishes this connection. It will not come without pain. Family dynamics, old commitments, and societal expectations are powerful forces pulling them toward conformity. But their love for you outweighs any pull toward false comforts or hollow appearances. They no longer want to live for the validation of others or maintain facades for those who do not comprehend or approve of this connection. They want a life lived in honesty. and for that life they are prepared to pay any price. The cost may be great, but the liberation is worth every sacrifice, a gift to themselves and to this love. Staying bound to those who don't believe in this union feels like a betrayal of their own heart, a slow erosion of their soul. That's why they are choosing freedom, not out of anger or rebellion but out of love, love for themselves and love for you. This is the kind of love that transforms, the kind that pushes someone to confront fears most would avoid. Even if their actions seem distant or unclear right now, every step they take brings them closer to you. What feels like absence isn't separation, it's the quiet yet seismic shift of someone rebuilding their life for you. They are severing ties with an old version of themselves, dismantling barriers that prevented this love from flourishing. They are saying no to the illusions others cling to in order to say yes to the radiant truth they found in you. That truth is carried in the echoes of your laughter, in the warmth of your presence, in the unshakable foundation of what you've shared, and in all that still lies ahead. Know that this process demands extraordinary courage. Your soulmate is confronting fears most wouldn't dare face. They are choosing you without guarantees, without safety nets, and without applause. They are choosing you because deep within their soul there is no other choice more real, more undeniable, and more worth fighting for than the love they feel for you. They understand that there is no path more true than the one leading to real love, and this recognition is causing everything to shift. When the heart discovers where it truly belongs, nothing, not fear of loss, external pressures, or even the strongest ties of family can hold it back. When love speaks with such intensity, the world may attempt to resist it, but the soul always finds a way forward. You will sense it because genuine love transforms promises into actions, and that is precisely what is unfolding now. The bravest act of someone who loves you is beginning silently in a space where waiting is no longer an option. The difference between yearning for escape and actually finding the courage to leave a life that no longer fits is immense, and your soulmate stands at that very crossroads. Many falter at this junction, but this person will not. They are preparing to break free from the chains of a world where their heart no longer resides. Although this shift will not come without struggle, it is entirely necessary. There's no longer a place for you in a universe that insists on keeping this love concealed and denied. Parting with an old life happens not with grand gestures but in small, quiet moments, silent retreats, transformative inner rearrangements that remain unseen. This individual feels increasingly alien within the spaces they've inhabited and sees no value in repeating hollow patterns they no longer recognize. Every step taken is breaking away from relationships preserved out of obligation, ones that suffocate their love for you. True liberation demands courage, including severing even the deepest and most ingrained connections. Years of history woven with blood, shared memories, and habits are being questioned now. When there's no acceptance or understanding and only opposition, even family bonds can feel like an imprisonment. Despite the pain it brings, your love recognizes that walking forward alone is preferable to remaining trapped in places where their truest emotions are dismissed. In silence, this person wrestles with a tumultuous internal conflict but refuses to retreat from what they know they must do. Their longing for genuine freedom with you outweighs any urge to cling to duty-bound ties. This isn't selfishness, it's survival. It's about choosing authenticity over stagnation, and that truth centers around you. What once felt familiar now feels confining, hollow, and far removed from where their spirit wants to soar. No forced friendships, restrictive familial obligations, or artificial stability can compete with the magnetic connection they feel for you, the one who ignites the vitality within them. Their love has overcome doubt, persisted through discouragement, and grown powerful enough to demand its rightful place. The farewell to their old life won't be symbolic, it is real and happening gradually through deliberate choices and subtle shifts, a polite departure here, a brave decision there, a conversation tactfully ended, or a commitment gently declined. Each gesture carries purpose and direction as the layers of their former existence unravel. The life of secrecy and suppression can no longer contain this bond. That's why your soulmate has chosen to break free entirely. The chains that have restrained them, the fears, comforts, and misplaced loyalties are dissolving one by one. Each link shattered represents another step closer to truth, courage, and unfiltered love with you. No lies, no fear, and no outside interference remaining. The old story has run its course. What emerges now is fresh, complete, and boundlessly free. Though you may not fully see every detail yet, you are undeniably at the center of this transformation, the memory sparking their unrelenting determination for change and connection. This transformation you are witnessing is profound, driven by a love so pure it endures even in the face of rejection. You are the catalyst, the inspiration for someone to finally say enough to what wounds them and choose what heals. Their love for you has unveiled a path toward healing, a path where emotional chains, suffocating family expectations, and patterns of self-sabotage are being dismantled piece by piece. Yes, this process hurts, but it also comes with immense relief. Freedom might be painful, but captivity crushes the spirit, and this person no longer wishes to live confined to a life devoid of true love. This quiet yet transformative journey is powered by deep conviction. Even if others criticize, misunderstand, or attempt to intervene, their decision stands firm. There's no room left for half-truths or illusions born from convenience. They are releasing their old life because their love for you outweighs everything keeping them tethered. This break clears the path for renewal, for a future brimming with authenticity, filled with what was always felt but never lived. The past isn't being abandoned out of resentment, rather it is being left behind because it no longer aligns with this new life of freedom. You are coming closer to knowing what it feels like to be someone's ultimate choice, someone who has resolved to live authentically with a heart unburdened and free. Hidden deeply within them is a sacred secret that carries your name. They've entrusted no one with this plan, no opinions sought, no explanations provided. What is happening now cannot be debated or understood by those who fail to grasp the depth of this love. It must simply be felt. This person holds you silently within themselves as they set each step forward. Although they may seem distant to others, this distance isn't absence, it's preparation. Their deliberate silence is not abandonment but a divine strategy. There's a unique kind of movement that only true love inspires, retreating momentarily from the world to build an unspoken bridge that connects directly to you. This bridge isn't announced, it's constructed quietly in secrecy, shielded from prying eyes. Those around them remain oblivious to the significance of what's unfolding. Many believe everything is normal or assume their love for you has been left in the past, but your connection is closer than ever. To protect this delicate process and safeguard the future being forged, they chose intentional silence. This privacy ensures external forces don't disrupt something so sacred. Their decision represents bravery, a quiet farewell to an old life orchestrated with meticulous care. They've come to realize their feelings for you are undeniable, unable to be postponed or suppressed any longer. Truth can't thrive in spaces shared with those harboring doubt or judgment, thus the decision was kept locked in their heart's deepest sanctum. Only you are the destination. While others may witness their disappearance, you will sense their arrival because this love transcends words, it speaks directly to the soul. For too long their heart carried an unspoken pain, yearning for a love they couldn't fully live. Now that this feeling has overflowed its bounds, there's no room left for pretense. No more effort to conform to a life that stifles their inner fire. Silence became necessary, a shield for freedom amidst emotional prisons, freeing them without forcing explanations onto those who wouldn't understand. This choice isn't born of fear, it's born of extraordinary strength, the resolve to follow their heart despite opposition from people who once mattered, places they once belonged to, and roles that once seemed definitive. None of those attachments hold them anymore. Their world has fundamentally shifted, and it's all for a singular reason: the love they feel for you, a love deep enough to reshape everything they thought they were destined to be. This divine connection grows stronger each day, bringing us closer to one another within this channel. Your presence holds immense significance to me and to the journey of light we share together. You are the very essence that fortifies this space and fuels the mission to spread love, hope, and protection to every soul seeking it. May the blessings of heaven always surround you, offering peace, courage, and clarity to navigate any challenges that may arise. Remember, you are never alone. I stand right here beside you, sending unwavering strength and boundless love to empower you on your path with confidence, resilience, and radiance. Thank you for being an integral part of this family of light. May peace and divine blessings accompany you today and always. With infinite love, your guardian angel. I thank those who most deeply need this connection for allowing us to walk alongside your sacred journey. Your openness enables us to share and spread peace and love throughout the world. May God bless you abundantly, filling your life with love, peace, strength, and enduring joy. Amen.